8th year of doing the annual From the Heart Run, and we were able to honor 3 wonderful recipient families this year.
My name's Don Hettinga, and I was diagnosed in June of 2012.
My name is Marietta Spurgeon, and I was diagnosed with breast cancer in November of 2015.
Hi, I'm Julie Bauer. I was diagnosed with breast cancer in August of 2015.
This year the weather was fabulous for our race, and so we once again signed up several people at the Spaghetti Supper. Over the last 8 years, we've had at least 8,000 to 9,000 runners participate in our run, and many of those are annual participators, so you'll see those return year after year.
I teach at McKinley Elementary School here in Owatonna, and so Beth Svimby and Janine Eady, Nicole Engels are all colleagues of mine that I have known over the many years of teaching in Owatonna, and have always supported this wonderful cause that they have been working on for the last 8 years, never thinking that I myself was going to be a recipient.
I just completed my 14th week of treatment. I have 2 to go. And then after that, I will have surgery June 22nd. And I'm going to have a double mastectomy, have them both removed. And 6 to 8 week recovery after that. And then after that, I do have to continue for the next year having Herceptin. It's a special drug based on my diagnosis.
After having some x-rays, they decided to do an MRI, and they found a mass that was just off to the side of my spine. So initially they thought it was a benign tumor. I went in and had surgery to remove it, and when they did the test on it afterwards, they found out that it was a lymphoma tumor. I started chemotherapy that summer, 2012, and I finished for that round in November 2012, and I was declared cancer-free. And then the following spring, I went in to have a suspicious mole checked, and they did a biopsy on that. It came back as being melanoma, but they took off quite a bit. And then later I had my lymph nodes removed in that left armpit area. After that, and they, from all they could tell, they thought they got it all. Went about a year, feeling pretty good, and I still felt good, but the following spring, on one of my March of 2015, I had a follow-up PET scan. That one showed up with a bunch of spots all around my chest, and that was, they figured out that the melanoma had metastasized. I was given a new immunotherapy, which worked miraculously. Just did a number on all the tumors, and by June of that year, I believe, I came back with a scan that was pretty clean, and they wanted to have me continue on that for a while longer, but the side effects had some real, it was giving me a lot of trouble with my digestive tract, my pancreas. So they took me off of that last fall, and then I went back for another follow-up PET scan, and they found another tumor in my lung, and so they did a biopsy on that to figure out whether it was the lymphoma or the melanoma, and lo and behold, it was a completely different kind of cancer, small cell lung cancer.
You know, you never know what will happen on race day, and the recipients bring in additional people each and every year to our race, and you'll see wonderful things like Team Marietta out there on the course, or Team Don, or Fighting for Julie, and those have to do with our recipients, but you'll also see local organizations like the lacrosse team all came and ran our 5K this year, and they'll have From the Heart shirts made in honor of not only our current recipients, but all the recipients from the past and the race in general, because I think everybody's been touched by cancer in some way, shape, or form in their personal lives, and it's a wonderful day to know that you're giving back not only to our recipient families, but to this journey as well.
So I have participated in From the Heart since the inception of it, which was, I believe, 8 years ago. Lisa Hillstead was the first recipient, and I actually work at Federated with Lisa's husband, John. And so therefore, me and a bunch of girls decided to walk in honor of Lisa, and we had shirts made with her picture and stuff on them to honor her, and we've actually been doing it ever since.
First got involved with From the Heart when several years ago a student at McKinley, Tyler Harlicker, was in the grade level that I was teaching, and we and the students at McKinley all supported From the Heart with doing lots of different activities, baskets, and different things that we could help the family out.
We have a variety of sponsors that return to support our race year after year, and we're very grateful and appreciative for all that they do. Anything from donating the banners that you see along the course, to silent auction items, to just cash donations that help us provide additional income for our families as they go down the journey. The Kids Race is something that we added to our annual event 3 or 4 years ago, and we're really excited to send out flyers to all of our elementary students and incorporate them into our race day. Not only does it promote health and fitness amongst our youth, which is really important as they grow into leaders for life, but it also is a way for them to lead through the giving of themselves, their time, and their donations to others as well. And you're never too young to learn that you can make a difference in the life of others simply by participating in something or giving of your time and your energy and your effort. This year we had a wonderful Friday night again. We started off with a spaghetti supper and a silent auction, and we decided to add a bake sale to the event this year. We had a fabulous volunteer come forward and wanted to run that event in honor of one of the recipients that she was very close to, and it turned out to be highly successful and something that we'll keep on our Friday night repertoire for years to come. And once again, we want to thank everybody that donated to the silent auction, and it was fun to see all the wonderful baskets that we had available for bidding, and the spaghetti supper was well attended as well. Kudos to the junior high staff for pulling the spaghetti supper off again for us, and we thank them for all that they do. You know, putting on an event such as a run walk, especially when it includes a half marathon, requires quite a bit of safety precautions put into the race. And each year we have Gold Cross Ambulance, which is headed by our local athletic trainer, TC, come out each year and make sure that all of our runners are safe, not only at the finish line where you see them, but they have golf carts and med crew out on the course itself with all of our runners. We also have teamed up with the Owatonna Bike Club, which have been fantastic to work with, and they lead all of our runners on the course and trail them as well. So we make sure that everyone has coverage along the race and can make sure that they remain healthy while they're participating in the event. One additional safety measure that we have is the National Guard teams up with the Owatonna Police Department and provides street intersection guards along our course, and we couldn't do it without these people. The course does go on many city trails, but it also does need to cross some streets, some city streets as well, and so we need those street intersection guards to keep all of our participants safe, and so we thank them for all that they do. We host an awards assembly at the end of our race each year, and it's a lot of fun because our recipients come up and they actually are the ones that give the awards to the participants. The people were there to honor them and to support them on their journey, and so it's a way of concluding our event each year that brings our recipients as close as possible to all of our participants. We have several age brackets that are awarded medals for finishing first, second, or third, and it's always fun to see who comes up for those awards and the excitement that they have. Many times we have first half marathon runners, which is a wonderful accomplishment coming up for those awards, so we like to be able to honor them in that way.
I myself and my family really want to thank From the Heart Committee, all the volunteers, people who have donated baked goods and baskets and who will be helping at the race. I am very touched that I was chosen as one of the recipients this year, and this cause is something that everyone should get involved with to be able to fight cancer.
I'd like to thank all the people who came out this year to run and to participate and be part of the spaghetti supper. All the wonderful volunteers. This event has just gotten so big from something that Beth started with a simple idea.
I'd also like to thank all of the support, the generosity of the entire community of Owatonna and surrounding areas as well, and just all of the outpouring of support has just been amazing, and I'm humbled by it.